Have you ever had any difficulties with perfect tenses? Do you get confused with the famous have been? If you answered yes, then this class is for you. Hello, this is Rodrigo from Learn English Fast, and today I'll show you exactly how to use present perfect tenses. But before we start our lesson, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the button below, so make sure that you get all my tips for both grammar and vocabulary from all my videos, alright? So, let's talk about present perfect simple. Technically speaking, present perfect is formed by the verb have or has plus past participle of any verbs, including the verb have itself. For example, have been, has been, have had, has had. That was the easy part, but nevertheless, what can be really tricky is to know when and why it should be used. So, here are 7 cases that require present perfect simple. Case number 1, for experiences in our life without saying when they happened. In other words, when the date is irrelevant to the context. For example, my daughter has been to Canada and didn't want to come back to Brazil. Or, I've seen this film 3 times. Case number 2, to focus on present states which started in the past and have continued up to the present. For example, I've lived in Australia since I was born, or I've known him since we were teenagers, but I haven't seen him since March. Case number 3, to focus on past completed actions which are recent using that verb just, or which are connected to the present. For example, I've just sent her a letter, or they've just divorced. Case number 4, with words like as soon as or when to talk about completed actions in the future. For example, I will leave as soon as I have finished my work, or I'll send you a message when I've got home. Case number 5, for experiences during any present period of time. For example, what have you learned so far this year? Or, how far have you got at MasterChef this season? Did you get to the finals? Case number 6, with superlatives. For example, Rachel is the nicest person I've ever met. Or, that's the hardest test I've ever tried. Case number 7, with already, just, and yet. For example, I've already done the shop, or I haven't finished reading Harry Potter's book yet. And now, a last special case with how many, how much, and how often to talk about experiences. For example, how many companies have you run, or how much effort have you put in this complex project? So, I hope you have enjoyed this class, and I'd like to thank you so much for being with me all this time. So, I'm going to ask you again to subscribe to my channel and click on the button below, and make sure you ask all your friends to join us so you can get all my tips for international certificates such as GMAT, TOEFL, Cambridge and IELTS. So, see you guys. I hope to see you next time. Cheers! Bye bye!